Hello and welcome to the Underleveled podcasting experience, the biggest competitor towards Joe Rogan the world has ever known.
Who?
Joe Rogan. You don't know Joe.
Joe who?
Joe who?
Dude, I could fight him. I promise you I could fight him. Man's built like a cannonball.
I
thing or two.
don't think you can find him.
No, he's trained in Brazilian jiu-jitsu.
Yeah, he's legit. Me could like hurt us pretty badly.
No, he could, I'm
would, like,
fairly
snap
convinced
you,
he
bro.
could kill me very quickly, but
Dude, he'd come at you with a hunting bow.
It's not legal.
Well, he
We
would
don't
do
hunt people anymore.
it. You'd be gone, dude.
Speaking of rats,
Hey!
hushav is here.
Hushav.
Wait, we are Year of the Rat. Kieran, what are you? Year of the
Pig.
Pig. There we
I
go.
know, I got roughed
Oink
up
oink,
there.
mother.
Yeah, I got done pretty hard there. But you know what? I was so close to being the dragon.
So close, dude. So close. Anyways, hi and welcome to the podcast.
Hi.
Wait. Well, hi and
Hey
welcome
there.
to the
Why
Underleveled
you're looking
podcast.
directly into my eyeballs right now.
Because I don't know. I feel like you're part of the audience, but also
Okay.
part of the podcast.
Yeah, I'm off screen today.
Rick.
Which is fine.
Kirik.
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 Rick.
Kirik.
My name is Bjorn.
I am Lisan Al Gaib.
I'm
Is that a
I don't
reference
know
to
who that is.
something?
I thought you were
Oh,
going
you
to
guys
say...
haven't watched, dude. Oh,
I thought you
I
were
am
saying
Lisan
Oh,
Al
Lisa
hey,
Ann,
sorry,
dude.
Kieran. Can you repeat yourself? Who are you?
Kieran,
Kieran
or also known as Narek,
Narek.
which is Kieran backwards.
Oh
Nice.
shit,
Yeah,
dude!
Kieran.
Unreal.
Just Kieran. I go
scenes.
by Kieran.
You go.
But on the hospital
But
sheets.
I am sometimes
Narek.
known as Nirak.
wait, have you guys not heard of
Narek.
Lisan Al Gaib? It's been like such a huge meme right now.
No, I refuse.
I haven't heard anything about it.
Wait, do you guys refuse to watch June or read June?
no,
or
I haven't watched part 1 yet.
you?
I've watched part 1 and I remember having issues with it.
I think
It felt like a setup film.
it is.
It was cool. I
There's
like the
lot of-
architecture.
There's great payoff.
The
in part
world
2.
building was awesome. I just found it ended at such a weird point. He just ended up having like a little rumble in the sand with the one leader of the
Yeah, yeah.
tribe, and then that was it. And I was like, wow, really nothing happened in this film.
Please watch number
what
2
does
then.
a rumble mean?
They were just like bareback, sweaty bones groveling against each
So they were
other's
having
bodies.
a dance competition.
No, they were having like a fight to the death or something to gain access to the tribe
To
or
the
like
spice.
be accepted to the spice.
Isn't that their whole thing? They like spice out there.
Do they love sniffing on that spice? Any hoosers, what are we talking about today, Hushav?
Animu.
Yes, anime centered exclusively around cows and their ilk. For instance, Silver Spoon. Do you know?
Oh,
Silver
I know
Spoon?
Silver Spoon, yeah.
Good at it, like sure.
So good. I think that was my
two
first.
seasons.
Might have been one of the first slice of life I ever watched.
Oh, okay. What is your main consumption in terms of anime? Do you think shonen? Probably shonen.
Probably shonen, but like I love anything as long as like there's a good story or great action. Like I'm
Hentai.
not too picky.
Yeah. Well, look.
Yeah, I think that's pretty good.
What's hentai?
That's a classic.
You don't know who Joe Rogan is. You don't know what hentai is. What do you know,
You know what
Hushav?
alpha brain
I'm
is?
Lisan Al Gaib.
I need you to quit. Kieran, in terms of anime consumption, right?
Yeah.
Yours is shonen, for sure.
Yeah.
90%.
90%.
90% shonen.
10%.
90, and of that 90%,
89% Naruto.
Yeah.
Yep. I love Naruto.
Okay.
Ask me anything on Naruto.
Anything.
That's it.
What is? The thing is, I can't even ask
You
any
don't
good.
even-
I can't even ask good questions because I know so little about.
What was the
Naruto.
name of the toad that Naruto first summoned?
Gamabunta.
Yeah.
Oh, hit it with that Gamabunta.
But it's not.
bitch. Is it not?
Gamabunta is the big one, right?
Yeah, that's the
he
first one he
wasn't. No.
summoned.
He summoned his son.
Mm-mm.
Yes.
The first time he summons...
No.
You know what? I don't want to get into the weeds with this, but you might be right. But the first time he like...
Wait, what? I don't want to get into the weeds.
Yeah.
You mean you don't want to get into the right answer?
He summons Gamabunta like by accident when he's almost about to die. He's like falling and he's like, ah!
Yeah, but the
Summon
first
him.
one he summons when he becomes Jiraiya's student is that tiny little froggy dude.
Yeah, it was.
So that might have
Gamabunta's
been
son.
like... I think they have weird names. You know what? I don't know all the frogs'
Yo?
names, okay? You
Is
know
that
what?
is that racist against the Japanese?
No, man.
Also, they're toads, not frogs.
Oh my!
You
That's
asked the
you're
question.
racist against frogs.
I love frogs.
I love all frogs.
Frogs are
as long
sweet.
as they're not toads.
Yeah, frogs are awesome, dude. Like they just go like they croak and they chill and some frogs can like freeze in the water. We learned about that
Oh yeah.
a while ago. But they like freeze and then they hibernate.
Because they can freeze without dying because their body produces a crazy amount of glucose and pumps it through their blood to prevent it from freezing and forming ice crystals, which would then kill them.
Yeah,
but
they don't get diabetes.
They do not get and people are researching these frogs to see if there's some like antidotes to diabetes.
That's right. That is why I love frogs.
Thank you.
And toads equally.
Okay, before we get too far off topic, today we're going to be looking at the upcoming seasons of anime.
Ooh, so excited. It's the first time we're doing it. We missed out on the opportunity to do it last time just because
we
busy.
kind of did it. But we're actually recording this before the season starts, which means
we're getting on time. We're planning ahead.
Yeah.
We're better. We're bigger. We're stronger now.
I was here for the first.
Yes.
So
but we
taking
also
a
did
similar
a
stance.
look back at the previous season. Today we're not really going to look at the past season of anime. We're just looking at the upcoming stuff, which we're
going to do the recap in 2 weeks. 2 episodes.
Who knows? Who knows what's up and what's down? We don't plan things here.
Next episode, we're watching hentai. That's it.
we are watching hentai and fully uncut, uploading it to YouTube.
No, we can only upload. We can only do it on Kick.
Well, if we got a Patreon going, guys. No, I'm joking. Let's cut that out.
But okay, so we are going into the the spring 2024 season, which is inverted for us because we're not northern hemisphere losers. So it's actually our fall 2024. But Kieran, you're going to be like our audience member here.
I'm the audience.
You are the audience.
I
okay.
am the question master.
I'm not entirely sure how we're going to go about this. Are we just going to do a quick overview?
No, I think let's sort it by most popular, and we'll just make our way down.
And if there's anything like that an audience member like myself would ask, I will chirp in.
Okay. So we are sorting by most popular, and the first. Okay, there's a lot of sequel seasons. This upcoming season, starting with Konosuba season 3.
In my opinion, one of the funniest animes out there.
It is. Oh, what is the creator of Konosuba? They also did some other stuff.
They did obviously they were involved in the prequel.
Yeah.
The Megumin prequel.
Oh, yes.
I'm not sure what else they're involved in.
I am
so anyways,
looking it up as we speak.
So Konosuba is a long-awaited season 3. I think we've waited now 3 years for season 3. But in between that time, we did get an extremely funny movie, which I highly recommend. It's like not very often when I'm watching an anime in Japanese, obviously, where I'm laughing out loud because a lot of the jokes obviously are lost in translation.
Yeah, I was thinking about that now. It's like, is it fun? Like, what is...
I think both like visually and like the actual like humor and what they say.
But like its genre is comedy.
It's comedy. It's a comedy anime.
Okay, so...
I didn't even think
Sorry,
of that.
just to cut back in. the one of the writers of Konosuba also has a show that got an anime called Kimono Michi. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of this before.
What's the translation?
No, but I know what a kimono is.
It's like animal trail or animal mask, whatever. Basic premise. There is a world-renowned like wrestler, like a WWE wrestler, who on the night of his greatest match gets transported to a fantasy world. Isekai, and he gets summoned as like the hero of this world. He is super angry because he's like, this was the biggest fight. And one of the first actions he does in this new world is, as he gets transported there, he is greeted by a bunch of priests and the princess of this land that summoned him. He proceeds to, what's that move where you grab someone around the waist and like suplex?
German suplex.
And he German suplexes the princess of the nation, says, I fucking love animals, I don't want to be here, and leaves and opens his own, pet shop.
Wow. All that in one episode.
Has this been adapted to an anime?
Yes, it has. It's so...
When
I can't
did it
believe you
come
missed...
out?
It's the animation isn't top tier. I think 26... It's not...
It's not
maybe
recent.
2020.
I mean, that's cool.
I want to double check
you can
when...
make anime out of anything.
Yeah. That's one of the things I loved about anime, because I found in Western media they repeat too many of their
There's a lot of repeating.
common like tropes and storylines. Like I see a lot of the same like chosen one, which of course they have an anime, but they put enough of a spin on it where it's like, this is different enough where I'll enjoy it.
Western media is like scared to go off.
Especially
Off the grid.
recently
2019 is when it came out.
Which one?
Kimono Michi.
Kimono.
So the guy
Michi.
where he proceeds to German suplex the
That is
princess.
actually familiar. I have seen
Now
that cover.
I have a question. Is this wrestling guy? Does he wear a kimono?
No.
So why is
Kimono,
it called
it's
kimono?
not K-I-K-E. So I think it's just a different thing. But I'll
something
forgive
else.
you. I'll forgive you because you
Look,
can't
man,
actually see the words.
So anyways, yeah, Konosuba. So the basic premise of Konosuba was there's a guy who gets isekai'd and he meets the god of the world and she lets him get reincarnated into a new world and he gets one wish. Basically, he's able to get any ability, any weapon or anything he wants to be able to thrive in this new world.
Okay.
And he starts freaking out because he doesn't want to be reborn. So instead of taking an awesome weapon ability, he chooses to take the god Aqua with him to be isekai'd
Whoa.
into this new world. And so starts their shenanigans.
It's awesome. It's a very good show. And
That
the
is
fact that
cool.
we're getting 3 seasons, I just want to see. So the 3rd season is back, but they may be short a member soon because Kazuma is over it. Disillusioned with adventure, he wants to become a monk.
Nice.
But Aqua, Megumin, and Darkness call bull. However, the career dispute gets put on hold when a princess requests to hear all about their tales. Will the taste of fame at the royal castle keep them together, or will this mark their farewell tour? Okay, so are they becoming like jesters?
Ooh, maybe. I mean, I'm really looking forward to the like mini arc in this when Kazuma tries to become a monk. Because just
Wait.
knowing like how pervy he is and stuff.
The whole point of him being in this world is to defeat the demon lord, isn't it?
I mean, they do that like in the background, but he just wants to make money.
I'm aware, but but he's like, peace out, I'm becoming a monk now. And then they end up as jesters at a royal court.
I'm so excited.
So
Okay,
he's,
very
cool.
he's
And
shirking
the-
his responsibility.
Oh,
The
disgusting.
manga has ended, or the light novel. So that means we could be seeing the end of Konosuba very soon.
Oh, do you rate?
Yeah.
I mean, it is the 3rd season. Maybe they can squeeze out another season or 2. But
Who's doing it? Is it JC staff, right?
it is by Drive. I don't know who that is.
Was JC staff not doing it before?
Jeepers, you're having me search up a bunch of stuff here.
JC.
Anyways,
represent.
it's probably the like most not hyped but most look forward to anime for this season because there's another title we'll talk about which is probably the most hyped for this season. But when it comes to like these comedy animes, they're very rare that they hit with both Western and Eastern audiences.
Yeah. No, I get that. That's something I hadn't thought about. You don't see a lot of, like I said, a lot of animes that are like specifically comedies, but you see a lot of comedy in
Yeah.
and across all genres of anime.
A lot of times I think when it comes to like a comedy anime, the only thing people really like is like the visual humor that you'll
Yeah.
get, like the funny faces
So it's like
or situations.
slapsticky like stuff, or like the exaggerated, simplified, like I don't know, yeah.
Yeah, so
Okay.
like
You know what
I
I
think
mean.
this is like a very happy medium between the two.
Yeah.
So it was originally produced by Studio Dean. The film was done by JC Staff.
Okay.
Okay, and then this is now by Drive. Jeepers, lots of different staff or lots of different studios taking over. But that's Konosuba. Very excited. I might need to go back and rewatch the previous 2 seasons just to get right back into it because it has been a hot minute since we had season 2.
I think just go watch the movie before this.
Really? What does the movie talk about?
They go back to that place where everybody worships Aqua,
Mm-hmm.
and they just go save them.
Oh,
And when they
yes,
meet
yes,
the
yes.
weeb scientist guy who
Exactly.
created the Crimson.
Yes, the devils.
Yeah.
The
I'm sorry,
specific
no, they don't go back to Aqua's. They go back to Megumin's village.
No, that's the prequel.
No.
So they
Yes,
go.
sorry, yes, you're right. The prequel, yeah. They do go back to where everybody worships Aqua.
In the prequel, they go, yes, okay. Anyway, so that is Konosuba Season 3. The next one on the list is Kimetsu no Yaiba, which is
never heard
Demon
of that
Slayer.
one before.
It's just Demon
I know
Slayer.
this one.
And it is the hashira training arc.
Yeah, so we will be going to the cinemas to watch this because the first 2 episodes are being released in
As a
cinemas.
theatrical release.
Yeah. I assume that means that they'll do the same as last time, where the final 2 episodes was of the previous season was the first hour, and then the next hour was the 2 new episodes.
Okay, cool. What do we know about this? Is it just Tanjiro
So
training, or is it his 2 compatriots as well?
I assume it would be both of them,
All 3?
all 3.
And Nezuko.
Wait, no, it was and Nezuko with that. Were the ending for
At the end of the previous season, the Swordmaster Village arc. What's it called?
the Sword Village.
Oh,
The
there
Sword
was
Village
whatever,
arc.
yeah.
Whatever. We found out that Nezuko is a daywalker.
Mm.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
big
And
reveal.
that's the big reveal at the end of
Yeah.
that season, right? Where she doesn't get burned. And then we see Michael Jackson saying, "Oh, I found one. She's the one that I've been looking for this whole time." And that's
Yeah.
kind of where it ends.
Oh,
Musen.
and we had that entire speculation with our favorite buddy who lives up in London, who we haven't mentioned in a while, and he's been upset.
Also, spoiler alert for some people out there.
I mean, I feel
Not
like it's a
me.
bit late.
I've seen.
Yeah. Because we finally saw Upper Demon 1. Is he 1 or 2? The one that looks like his dad.
Yeah, it's his dad.
Well, the one that looks like the
Like
person that
Tanjiro's-
we keep seeing in the flashback. So
Yeah.
the first,
the sun breather.
the
Yeah.
sun breathing technique guy.
who
Yeah.
also looks like
Dude,
Tanjiro's
look,
dad.
he's got the
face
Yeah, he's got
scar,
the flame.
right?
Yeah.
The face mark. He's
Now,
got
does that
the
mean
earrings.
that you are a sun breather, or does that mean that you are of a family lineage?
So that
Or
works
is it
into
just
our
a
whole
mark, like-
debate, because we were first debating: is this his dad?
Mm.
Is he a son of a demon?
That's-
Or did his dad get turned into a demon at some point and was just pretending to be a human?
Do you think they're
We
gonna
don't
do
know.
like a switch up where it's like that number 1 is actually Musen, and Musen is and then someone else is pretending?
No, I think Michael Jackson is the
You think so?
lost boss.
Okay.
I don't think they'll throw like it was actually me the entire time.
Yeah,
Because it's just to hype him up so much, just to like.
that would
Throw him to
be.
the side.
You know,
Plus, like
these are
his
the things
like.
I think about in my face.
What's it? Is it Demon Blood Arts? It's
the
not domain expansion. That's JJK.
It's your-
But he basically has a domain expansion. I'm just not. Michael Jackson. I was gonna say Justin.
So
Michael
Musen- is it Musen?
Musen, yeah,
Musen,
Musen,
yeah.
yeah.
Mitsushi
Musen.
Musen.
Yeah.
Okay, right.
Michael Jackson.
Is actually I recently rewatched season 2. Is it season 2? The
Season 3 was the last one that came out.
No, season 2 where it was the
That's the entertainment
the,
district.
the entertainment district arc.
Yeah, that.
The disease that's affecting the head of the Demon Slayer corpse. Can't Nezuko just use her demon blood art to like
To heal
yeah,
him?
but
him?
he's
'Cause-
dead now, so.
What?
I don't know.
He died.
Did he die in season 3?
Yes. And everybody was sad.
And then everybody cried. I can't even remember this. I need
No,
to
he
rewatch.
definitely died.
Are you sure?
I'm sure he's dead.
Well, we'll see.
I'm pretty sure he died
Can
in
someone
some no.
fact check this?
During,
Yeah,
during the sword village. I'm pretty sure he. Don't
I remember.
because you're gonna get spoilers for something else.
Okay, never mind. Okay, I'm not going to do that.
You know what?
but
Yeah, we can put it in
Speculation.
post.
A level of hype. How hyped are we for this next season?
Well,
I'm pretty
season-
hyped.
You ready? Okay,
I was a bit disappointed with season 3.
It was meh. But
Yeah, but
The upper ranks was so disappointing.
yes,
Like when you had in season 2 just this insane battle between the sound hashira, whatever his name is, and the
Tenjin
and the
yeah.
lower ranked demons that they fought there.
with the
Oh no, they were upper ranks, weren't they?
they were upper ranks.
They
yeah.
were upper ranks, and then you had the sword village arc, and it's just
It's
you
slowed
had
down.
like 2 different upper rank demons there, and they also did what's the love hashira's name? They did her hella dirty.
Yeah.
They did her so dirty in that season because they were like they
Fan
gave everyone
service, and then
so
that's
much
it.
backstory, and then she has 5 seconds to be like, "Yeah, I'm just looking for someone that's stronger than me so that they will love me," and that's her entire arc as like a woman in that show.
I don't know. I feel like this is like a setup season, right? Season.
This upcoming one, yeah, for
it's
sure.
like-
Yeah,
Maybe-
it's a training arc season.
Maybe
Yeah.
a bit more chilled as well.
But do you think
hopefully.
they're gonna follow the same arc where last 2-3 episodes another upper demon would have to defeat?
Maybe, which is just it kind of the upper demons I thought would be these crazy powerful beings, and they were for the entertainment district arc. That was a hella scary fight.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
a nail biter.
Because it also has that caveat of they had to be decapitated at the same time.
Yes. And then you had the Sword Village arc.
We had the guy in the jaw.
You had the jar guy, and then you had
the
the guy,
tree guy.
The tree guy.
Well, I mean, like...
Well,
those-
he had different parts. He was like
yeah,
emotional.
but then
Yeah,
the final
yeah.
thing, all those dragons were made from trees, remember?
Yes, but that wasn't his final form.
That was his final form.
No, it wasn't. He was the small guy.
Yeah,
he was always
that-
a small guy.
Yeah, he was always a small guy, but then that one part of him that had
Yeah.
all the wooden trees,
Yeah.
dragon trees.
I feel like they just want to get rid of those two. Just get them out of the
They
way.
just chucked him in his
because
fodder.
now we've
And let's
got
get to the cool ones.
we've got number 2, the one with the white hair and the multicolored eyes,
Yeah, yeah.
who seems like
Snake. Wait, what's the snake guy from Naruto?
Orochimaru.
He's just Orochimaru.
he does give off Orochimaru
Yeah, he
vibes
does.
actually. Yeah.
Okay, but so hype level, Kieran out of 10?
Probably like a good 7.
7, Hushav?
8.
I'm actually like closer to a 7 as well.
Yeah.
I'm not expecting great things, but I'm gonna enjoy it.
I don't know. Me personally,
The
tournament arc,
animation will be good.
like a good tournament arc. I love a good training arc.
Okay. So moving on to the next sequel show. Jeepers, there's a lot. Mushoku Tensei. This part 2.
The best show that I will never recommend.
Oh yeah.
Why not?
So it's, I don't know if you remember us talking about it. Basically, it is, when we talk about the isekai genre, this is the like original manga that inspired that entire genre.
Yeah.
And it is isekai done to perfection, but it's also has its flaws. Like the main character isn't some generic loser. He's a person with trauma, and he carries that into his new life, and he's learning to be better. But he
was
is
like
a piece of shit.
38-year-old loser.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it has moments that you're like, oh, that's not okay. Which is,
I think we should talk about what those moments that are not okay, because there's a lot of them.
so he's not a nice human being. He's learning to be better, but he's very perverted.
Yeah.
And he is often is very lewd, and he's getting better. But in the
Okay,
most
well,
recent
sorry, just to stop
season-
you there, Bjorn, but just for like a little context. So usually isekai goes one of two ways. Either they are reborn in the exact same body as they were when they were killed, or they're reborn as a child.
So reincarnation.
Reincarnated.
Okay.
So in this isekai, he is reincarnated. So he has all his memories. So he's a 38-year-old who's like when we watch him grow up like from the beginning. So as like a 3-year-old or a 4-year-old, he still has all his memories. He's a 38 what word am I trying to say?
Cognitive. His
Thank you.
Cognitively, he's 38.
He's 38, but he's 3.
Yeah, so he's like with the
physically.
Yeah.
So-
From the moment he's
Okay,
born.
well, yeah, that's already getting weird.
they have like a maid and like he's very like perverted with her, like grabbing her butt, trying to see her panties and all that.
Yeah.
And it's just very weird, especially later on in the series when he starts to like date kinda or look at women who are like the same age as him. Is like it's basically like a 50-year-old now trying to get with a
12-year-old.
Yeah.
Jeez.
So I think those are like the moments where like it's not great. It's a hard watch at those
Yeah.
points.
Mm.
But outside of that, it's an incredible isekai anime.
The worst, well, not even the worst part. I think it's important to remember, like he is a piece of shit coming into it. Like he had trauma from his past life that made him into like a horrid human being, and he never left home. And do you know the original manga? The scene before he gets isekai'd, he's been living at his parents' home his entire life, and he never leaves his room. It's a mess. He's horrid to all his family, and his parents eventually die. He doesn't go to the funeral. His siblings then come into his room and beat him up. Okay, it's meant to be like this crazy thing. In the anime, we don't see, like, it just seems like his siblings are angry at him for like disrespecting their parents and stuff. In the manga, it's because he had been watching we're gonna have to like bleep this a bit, but like he'd been watching child porn, or like he'd been masturbating
CP.
to
Yeah.
his
Jesus.
CP to his brother's daughter.
Dude, this
They
sounds
found
really
him
fucked up.
masturbating to like his niece, essentially.
This isn't where I thought the anime was going.
No, it's
No, he's a
fucking
piece of
horrid.
shit.
He's a
Yeah.
piece of
Yeah,
shit.
what the
They
fuck?
toned him down for anime for obvious reasons.
Mm-hmm. But he's not a nice human being, and the whole point is like the point of the show. The point of the isekai is to show that like people like there's a second chance.
Yeah.
You have a second chance at life, and he's not great, but you can see him get better and recognize like the error of his ways.
Yeah. So we've watched him grow from a baby now to, I think he's around 16, 17 now.
I think so.
Yeah.
There.
So you can see he has made massive strides in the
He's
way he
definitely
views
matured.
women. He's now a little bit more self-confident in himself and his abilities.
Okay, in the most recent season, there was like really weird moments when it came to like SA and stuff like that, which I did not find good at all. I was very horrid to watch, actually.
Like I said, times it is hard watch.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, the previous season is basically called the erectile dysfunction season.
Yeah, ED. Which I found it such a weird season. We can talk about this at length at a different point, but for now, I'm hesitant to get back into the show just because it's beautiful animation, beautiful world building. Some of the character interactions and some of the stuff that's happened in the most recent season just has kind of put me off of it.
Yeah.
And I think the animation quality dropped as well.
But this season is supposed to be more wholesome because it's him
His
being
marriage
married.
arc.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Which
for
means,
me,
death flags. I'm pretty sure it's about to be more trauma for him. Bye-bye, wife.
bye. So it's about a 6 in terms of hype for me.
I don't care.
From someone who hasn't watched
Yeah.
a single episode, I'm like at a 1. I'm curious though, so I'd say like 3 or 4, just for like
just to see what the ick factor is we're talking about.
It doesn't seem like anything that I would want to watch after hearing.
That's why I say it's the best anime I'll never recommend.
Okay,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
Right up there next to Redo of a Healer.
Oh my God.
Okay, who's in terms of
Redo of
hype?
a
Are you like a
Healer.
7?
I'm mainly watching for the world at this point because there's
Yeah.
a lot of mystery that happened from the first season that hasn't been resolved.
Mhm.
And that's what I'm really sticking around for. So I'll say it's around 6.
Okay, awesome. So
You?
moving, I'm around a 5 or a 6. Like I really like the world as well. My issue comes through with how they handle like SA and CP and all that kind of stuff. It seems a bit tone deaf at times. Anyways, let's try and blitz through a couple. I got reincarnated as a slime.
Oh, we can't blitz through this.
Dude, I fucking love this show.
It is the ultimate power fantasy.
ish, but it's also it's a strategy.
Wholesome.
It's a strategy
Simulation.
strategy simulation / town builder.
But you're a
Basic premise.
slime.
It's an isekai once again. He gets
Yeah.
reincarnated in another world, in a fantasy world, as a slime. Lots of stuff happens. He essentially sets up a new city and region of the world that is meant to be a home for all kinds of people.
And
because in this world, demi-humans and monsters are just hunted
Ostracized.
and ostracized and treated like garbage.
Racism.
The anime.
Is that what it's about?
It's all about
Yeah.
building a safe place for anyone to come and live, and all about the tension it builds. with
Yeah,
other
and he
people.
also like trying to get other races to accept demi-humans as
Yeah.
they're the same.
And then you like there's demon lords, there's kings, there's nations, there's merchant
Elves,
republics.
dwarves, all
Yeah.
that fun fantasy stuff.
Lots
Okay,
of
so very
and
deep.
There's a lot of dialogue. There have been a lot of moments where it is just 10 or 15 leaders of different nations or factions sitting in a pagoda having long discussions.
Yeah.
Which is really cool if you're into that.
Yeah,
If
a lot
you're
of it like
not,
they're talking
it's
about
boring.
trade, they're trying to work out what's best for each city and town. It's like Bjorn said, it's a strategy sim town builder. So if you're into that, that's great.
But then
Okay.
on the flip side, you have moments of action that are just so hype and so beautifully animated. That kind of, I think they sprinkle them in between here and there to help just like offset the amount of dialogue that happens and world building.
yeah, so at the end of season 2, the finale was him becoming one of the demon lords of the world. So I guess season 3 is going to be dealing with the fallout.
Okay.
He's
Or
gonna,
what does the
rebuild.
blurb say?
So the third season of, so I read the manga, so I'm well past this point, I
Okay.
think. But Rimuru has officially become a demon lord after defeating Clayman. Following Walpurgis, the demon lord's banquet, Rimuru's domain is expanded to include the entire Great Forest of Jura. Anticipating a flood of representatives from all races showing up to pay their respects, Rimuru decides to throw a festival to commemorate the opening of Tempest, using it as an opportunity to gain new citizens and present Demon Lord Rimuru to the world. Even this blurb is so long. Meanwhile, in the Holy Empire of Lubelius, home base of the monster-hating cult of Luminism, Holy Knight Captain Hinata receives a message from Rimuru, but the message is actually a fabricated declaration of war sent by some unknown party. Upon learning that Hinata is heading for Tempest, Rimuru makes a decision. Thus begins a new challenge for Rimuru, striving to distinguish friend from foe in his pursuit of the ideal nation where humans and monsters can prosper together. So much.
Whew.
And I can't imagine if you have never
Plot.
watched or heard of the show that you would understand a damn word of what I just read.
Sounds like Game of
Yeah,
Thrones.
you do. So
It is.
I think we should also say it's not just an isekai; it's also a video game isekai where
No, it's not.
no, yes, he has like the menus and stuff that he can see.
No, he can't.
Yes, he can.
No,
Yes, he
Hushav? Hushav?
He can.
He doesn't have menus.
He does.
I rewatched the entire show like 3 weeks ago.
I'm so sure he has menus.
He has a built-in thing that's computer-like called the Sage or Kensa.
Is
The
that not?
Sage.
The
No.
Sage is.
Hushav, he doesn't have any screens or anything. It's just a way for them to
It's
represent
basically
his
like
mind.
a video game. He has a GUI.
It's not a video
Don't listen
game.
to Beyond. It's basically
not
like
a
a video game.
Hushav, you are a liar and a cheat, and I wish you nothing but the worst in this life, dude.
You know, people will watch and they'll see I'm right.
I
I'll
wish
watch it.
you,
We'll
I
watch
wish you
it. We'll-
honestly to fail in the most spectacular ways.
At
know
this
what?
moment, I wish you have two beautiful kids.
Hit us down in the comments.
Who's right and who's wrong?
Let's do a
what's-
poll.
How should
Let's do a
Hushav
poll.
die, dude? But
Excitement.
okay. Excitement. I'm at like a 9. I'm in the show. I know it's not for everyone. It's probably objectively around a 7 in terms of quality, but I'm at a 9 for
I'm also at a
excitement.
9. I love Rimuru.
Okay,
It'll be
Kieran,
like
would you
a
be
s-
interested?
Like a 7.
7.
Like I
Okay.
like it sounds pretty deep.
What's next, Bjorn?
So we are going into the 7th season of My Hero.
7th season of My
Seventh
Hero.
season.
Oh,
Wait, how far are you, Kieran, in My Hero?
Season 3.
Season.
okay. Well, we'll
Okay,
Okay,
get
we
no,
can't
it's
talk
fine,
about.
it's fine,
Okay,
it's fine.
let's just
You can-
keep it
well,
as
yeah.
hype. How hyped are we?
6.
A 6?
People have been looking at the manga panels versus what they've come out in the trailer, and there's a huge step down from first the quality of the manga to what we're getting in the exact same panel, exact same scene, and also just looking at previous seasons animation quality. This trailer is seems to be a step down. Really seems like was it Studio Bones does this?
This is by Bones, yeah.
Yeah, it seems like Bones is really just like, oh, let's just get this over and done with.
Okay, that's unfortunate because they have been working on it for like what 10 years now. When did the first season of My Hero come out?
Sure.
2013.
Is My Hero also is a manga? Is it finished its run?
I actually don't know. Let me look it up real quick.
But anyways, like
I'm pretty
my
excited. I think.
oh, like your interest from season 1, has it kept building?
Yeah, I think season 1's a banger.
Mm.
Like,
No,
gotta
you'll
be
get
real.
no argument from me. Season 1 is
Yeah.
a banger.
I
And
think the
season 2 and
entire
3
anime
aren't as
community
good as
agrees.
one. But
Yeah.
I like the world and the lore and the characters like enough that I'm in it.
Have you got to Killer Stain?
Yes, I'm past that.
Okay, cool.
So what's that?
I think that for me around there is where it piqued my interest. And I think season from season, my interest in My Hero has kind of gone down.
because from what I understand is like Deku becomes sort of like he still goes through like an anti-hero arc. Is that true? Or
In the season before
that.
No, in the season. So the season before the one that's coming out.
Okay.
That's what you're talking about.
So that's the one I need to get onto next.
Yeah, but I don't know. Beyond from where was your peak for My Hero before it went down?
Wait, sorry, I'm reading Wikipedia right now.
Oh, sorry.
Essentially, it was meant to end in like 2021, and then they just kept it going a bit longer. So the manga is still ongoing.
Yeah.
Even though technically the author who said he didn't ever want it going as long as One Piece because he doesn't have that kind of stamina. He would like to like go on to new
No one
projects.
has that stamina.
Barring Oda.
Yeah,
Oh, shame.
Piece is
He decided to take a
mammoth.
3-week break from drawing after the news of Akira Toriyama. He said he needed to reevaluate his life and his health,
Mm-hmm.
and he doesn't want to end up in that position.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
Which is really
Yeah.
sad.
That's incredibly sad. We can let's not turn this into an Akira Toriyama episode, but I just know that was it Eiichiro Oda and him were good mates.
Yeah.
Um,
All he was good friends with all the big 3 artists.
Yeah.
Tito, What's Naruto's artist
Don't you
name?
mean J. Cole, Drake?
Oh, the top three.
I am so surprised you even know
Dude,
that.
my entire TikTok feed is just One Piece edits backed by.
They bang so
Wait,
hard.
it's
Motherfucker, Big Three. It's just Big me.
Wait, who sings it?
Kendrick Lamar, Metro
Jake.
Boomin, and Future.
Yeah, and then
but Kendrick Lamar is doing that bar.
yeah,
Dude, anime
again.
shorts get me so hyped.
dude.
Like that's
and
Dude,
not a
so-
joke.
TikTok anime shorts.
Oh,
are
Yeah.
guys, the weird confluence of hip hop culture and anime is insane.
There's always been a huge overlap between, well, when you say the black community, hip hop, and anime.
When I say hip hop culture, I mean like originally from black communities.
Yeah, the black community.
The streams that have come together have just so. Did you guys ever watch AMVs back in the day?
Yeah, who didn't?
Okay, so anime
think
music videos. So
so.
essentially where they take an
Or
anime
set to
and put it
Linkin
to
Park.
like to and then set it to Linkin Park.
I've seen that.
So, like that is making like a massive comeback
Through TikTok.
through TikTok and specifically through hip hop. Like it's so
Because so
cool.
many hip hop artists grew up with like Dragon Ball Z, would be the biggest one. Naruto, I think, would come after that. There's just so many references to anime in their songs now, which is great.
There are. Even like let's be honest. You got KSI. He's a
okay. KSI is a bit of a
You're
phenomenon because
my
he's
holiday.
he's YouTuber coded, dude. Like he's massively he's a celebrity now for sure, but he's still that kid playing FIFA 11 and just screaming obscenities at his computer screen.
dude. Yeah. I guess that's different. That's a.
But okay, sorry, just coming back to My Hero. So I'm still on the hype train. I think it
Really?
sucked me in the early seasons, and I
That's how I
love.
feel. Yeah.
I want the story to end, and I want it to end in a lovely way.
How did the last season make you feel?
I love, as we've discussed before, edgy stuff.
Yeah,
And there's
Yet you won't watch Ragnar Crimson for me.
dude, just stop beating the same horse, please.
Yeah, you love edgy stuff.
I love edgy stuff, and there's a big edgy portion of it in the most recent season.
Yes.
What way he's like, I don't know if I want to be a hero.
He's like, I'm going to do this alone.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that kind of stuff.
I'm gonna
Very
save
much
the
lone
world.
wolf kind of vibe.
Yeah.
And-
Nobody gets me.
But then there's a moment where his friends all come through, and dude, even thinking about it right now gets my skin tingling,
Oh, you
gets
got
me
the
so
goosies,
hyped.
dude, the
It's
goosies.
so sick. Kieran, the most recent season had this beautiful moment of friendship. It was so lovely. Look, the show is probably at like a 6.5, 7 at this point, but
I'm at a 6.5.
yeah. It's there, dude. It's got me hooked. It has its hooks in me, and I just want all the characters to get there.
Look up when the first one came
You're
out, but I
invested.
think it's been a decade I put into this anime, so I'm gonna see it through to the
Yeah, I
end
don't
one way or another.
I don't even know because I stopped watching maybe like last year, and I just haven't picked it up again. I don't know. I do that sometimes with anime.
Original run.
Pump through a bunch of it, and then
Is
I
this
stop.
the anime? Oh, sorry. So that I actually don't know when the manga. So the manga is still ongoing.
Yeah.
It started in 2014
Yeah.
until present, and then
So 9 years probably then.
and then the anime started in 2016 and is still ongoing.
So 8 years.
Yeah.
Nearly a decade we put it into this anime.
Mhm. Needs a conclusion. Regardless, so I am hyped. Kieran
6.5.
needs to catch up with
I
another
need to
5
catch up, but
seasons.
Of course, I'm hyped.
4 seasons.
4 seasons, and you are
I'm 6.5. I'll watch it, but
okay.
like I said, I'm too far gone into
Yeah. Okay. Moving on. So that's kind of the end of the major sequels. Sorry, I'm just scrolling down. Oh, sorry.
What?
So Yuru Camp season 3. Do you guys know about Yuru Camp? Oh, it's slice
I
of
know
it's,
about Yuru
It's the
Camp.
genre of cute girls doing cute things. There's season 1 and 2 are out already. Basic premise. And there's this one girl that does a lot of solo camping. She just goes camping in like small towns in Japan, and it's so cute and so wholesome, and she's got all this gear, and she's just on her moped in the middle of winter. It's so cozy. Hushav, I don't understand why you are not deeply addicted to this show, because it's cute, it's wholesome, it's cozy, it's everything you love, man.
I think when Yuru Camp season 1 was coming out, there was so much else on my plate at the time.
Okay.
As like it fell through the gaps, and now I'm like, I'm too far gone.
Right. So I will say it looks like in season 3 now they're a bit older as well. But it's all about this girl collecting friends to go camping with her. And sometimes she goes camping alone. Sometimes she goes camping with her friends and her school, whatever it might be. But it's a lovely, wholesome show. And we're going into winter now. I'm 100% going to have some hot food, some sort of like a hot soup or something with me every single time I watch this show.
Some Balduk ramen.
I don't know what that is, but sure.
Is it like a comfort thing? Like you have...
Yes, it's very much a comfort show.
Okay.
There's no drama. There's no like super hype moments. It's just so beautiful and relaxing. I can't even the music is cute. And then right next door to it, we have Mahoka Koko no Retose.
The Irregular.
The Irregular and Magic High School. It's a
Season 2 was such a disappointment for me.
dude. The whole show is fucking weird.
Season 1 was great. I love Season 1. Season 2 was a disappointment.
What happened in season 2?
I don't remember. I
Okay,
remember it was a
basic
disappointment.
premise.
Tell me what's the
It's a
premise.
world. It's like essentially our modern world, but we have magic. And
Where magic meets technology.
yeah.
Okay.
And you have a brother and sister. They're both going into this high school, and it's a high school for magical people that sorts you into either the like the top tier who have really strong magic, and then the bottom tier who are practically like normal people. Some of them have
povos.
the povos. And it's about a
muggles.
brother and sister where the brother they're twins. He gets sorted.
Not twins.
Are they not twins?
He's older.
But they go to school at the same time.
No.
Ooh, controversial.
He's in the older grades, but he only starts because she's there and because he wants to be there to protect her.
Really?
But because he wasn't allowed originally, so he went and he worked for whatever the magical technology thing is, and he developed his guns.
Whoa, so this
Okay.
is like Hogwarts with guns.
Kind of. I'm gonna fight you on this. I think they are twins, but separated, or they are in the same scholastic year, even though they're separated by 9 months or something. I think that's it. Actually,
No, he's
is that.
definitely older.
He's older, but they're in the same scholastic year because they're like of
Right.
when they were born.
Let's
You know,
head to
we've established I
the...
have a better memory than you.
Hushav,
But
we've established you're a piece of shit, so you better check yourself before you wreck yourself, and I kick you.
Let's
anyway,
head to
so
the-
are
head to
you
the
are you
comment
gonna
section,
be are you
please?
gonna be checking out season 3?
I am going to be checking out season 3 just because it's a show that has its hooks in me. But there's also like a weird love element between the siblings, by the way. Like the
Whoa,
younger sister
like
is
Luke and
deeply,
Leia.
deeply in love with her older brother. It's like
so
Luke and
weird.
Leia.
We do find out in season 2 that they're not actual siblings.
Which the plot thickens.
So you...
It doesn't count.
I see, I see.
It doesn't count.
So I am going to watch it, but I'm going to hate myself for watching it.
Step bro, what are you doing?
Okay, so now we're getting into some of the newer shows. There are
Alright,
some
let's get
other
into this.
sequels, but I don't care
Well, what's
too
next
much.
on the list?
So next on the list, next to My Hero, we have Kaijuu 8 Go.
Yes, I am
So-
so excited for Kaijuu 8.
Let me read the synopsis. With the highest kaiju emergence rates in the world, Japan is no stranger to attack by deadly monsters. Enter the Japan Defense Force, a military organization tasked with the neutralization of kaiju. Kafka Hibino, a kaiju corpse cleanup man, has always dreamed of joining the force, but when he gets another shot at achieving his childhood dream, he undergoes an unexpected transformation. How can he fight kaiju now that he's become one himself?
Yes.
So it's essentially Attack on Titan, but modern.
Yeah, sure. So look, I love kaijus. I love big monsters.
I love big monsters.
I think it's probably stems from Power Rangers and how much I loved it as a kid.
Oh, yeah.
I love like the Godzilla and Kong and King Kong movies, as we've already established.
Classics.
I've been so excited for also because the manga is so beautiful. The way the kaijus are drawn are on that almost the same level as a One Punch Man when it got its redraws.
Yeah.
So they are so detailed, so beautiful.
So
No,
you've read
I-
the manga of Kaiju.
I've read the first couple of chapters, yes.
Okay, sorry, Kieran, what did you want to say?
One Punch Man, I've seen a lot that the panelist, or what do you call the artist,
Manga.
is like one of the best at like drawing.
No,
No,
he's one of the worst.
he's one of the worst.
So that's the whole thing
what's-
of
what's-
One Punch Man and Mob Psycho is that the mangaka who made the thing, he's the writer and the artist,
Yes.
and his drawings are bad.
They're so bad.
But he's also one of the best-selling mangaka of all time. So
Yeah.
it doesn't. So
So it's like the
people
story
bring
is
it
so
up.
good. Eh?
Yeah, people bring it up as an example of it doesn't matter. It, like a lot, what it looks like sometimes just does not matter. It's all about how good your actual writing and stuff.
yeah.
It's often brought up as one of those examples.
But the artist that he
Sorry,
since
I had that mixed up.
sorry,
No, don't
For
stress.
some-
Don't
For some
stress.
reason, that's
but the artist that he's since gotten to do the panels for him are absolutely talented, and they are so beautiful. Those panels.
okay.
I haven't actually read, but I've in the anime of both Mob Psycho and One Punch Man, there are moments where it looks like like manga panels. There's a very good blending for those shows. But Kaijuu 8.
I'm so hyped.
You're
I'm
hyped.
a
You're
10.
hyped. You're a 10. You're a 10 out of 10.
I'm so excited for this one.
Okay.
Which studio is doing it?
It is done by Production IG.
Ooh, Production IG.
Baby.
Oh,
It's
Instagram.
this is gonna be. It's gotta be good.
Okay, so
Instagram's making it.
it's also a fresh show, Kieran.
Yeah.
So there's no.
You don't need to know
You don't need
anything.
to like. Actually, this is a good
Well, look,
barometer.
I like what's it, kaiju, which
Is it big monsters?
essentially monsters.
Okay, so here's the thing, right?
I like the fact that he becomes
Like, hi.
a kaiju.
He
as
becomes
well,
his enemy.
And exactly, and the duality of
Man.
maybe he's like half kaiju, half human. I don't know. It's very
Okay, awesome. So,
So I'd say hyped.
and the fact that you don't actually need to watch anything else to be able to get started is probably quite a
It
big
sounds
plus.
like a fun time.
Okay, awesome. So that is Kaijuu 8. Let's move on to Okami no Koshin Ryu Merchant Meets the Wise Wolf. Is this just
It's a
Spice and
Wolf.
Wolf?
Yeah.
So Lawrence is a traveling merchant selling various goods from a horse-drawn cart.
I'm sorry.
One day he arrives at a village and meets a beautiful girl with the ears and tail of an animal. Her name is Holo the Wise Wolf, and she brings bountiful harvests.
It's a
She
Spice
wishes
Wolf.
to return to her homeland, and Lawrence offers to take her. Now the once lonely merchant and the once lonely Wise Wolf begin their... That's just Spice and
This
Wolf.
is Spice Wolf.
That's
'cause
just
Hollow-
Spice and
yeah.
Wolf.
So is it a remake?
Is
It's
it
a spin-off.
No, I have no clue, but it seems unless it's like a cheap remake kind of thing, people trying to cash in because it's been
Studio?
enough years. Passione,
Never heard of them.
Passione.
Like I enjoyed the original Spice Wolf. I'll probably check out the first few episodes, see what the vibe is like. If it's just like a remake, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I'll like watch the entire thing.
Okay.
Just because there's so many other better stuff I could do than
you've
watch a
essentially
remake.
seen.
Yeah, that's my
you've
thing
seen
for
it
like
before.
anime remakes. It's like, ooh, what?
So Passione or Passion, whatever, the animation studio. Let me just read off a couple of their shows. High School DxD Hero.
Yes.
So this is 4th season of High School DxD. It has interspecies reviewers.
Oh my god.
Whoa.
They produced that. Harem in the Labyrinth of Another World, which sounds like an anime that I've watched. Love Flops, which I watched. Demon Sword Master of Excalibur Academy, which I think you watched, didn't you?
No, I didn't.
Dude, did you not? Okay.
I don't think so.
I watched this piece of garbage. It was like from 2 seasons ago.
Wow. So they went from
Spice and Wolf, Merchant Meets the Wise Wolf.
So they went from the one spectrum of degeneracy into one of the most wholesome things on the other side.
I just based on their their history, I feel like this is going to be a bad remake.
No, High School DxD season 4 was really well done.
For real. Did
Yeah.
you watch that far into the show?
Yeah.
Okay. So, are you going to watch this or not?
I'll check out the first few episodes to see the vibe, but like if it's a straight remake, I'm not going to invest my time into it.
Okay. And you, Kieran? Any thoughts?
Honestly, once again,
Doesn't strike your fancy.
Yeah, like a 3 on that.
Next.
Probably not gonna
Okay,
watch
so
it.
I don't know if this is a season 2 of something, but it is Mao Gakuin no, so it's Demon King at a school of some kind. Academy's lessons are back in session with Anos Voldigo.
Oh, I've watched this.
Is that he gets reborn 1,000 years after he and
it's
the
the
hero?
one that's like you think just because you stabbed my heart I would die,
Yeah.
and
okay.
he killed the guy with his heartbeat.
Yes. Okay.
Whoa, that's
Season 2 had a lot of production issues, so I kind of
So this is part 2 of season 2.
okay, yeah. So yeah, there was a huge like production issues, and then it got delayed for a couple of 4 months, and then I kind of fell off. So I'll need to like get back on it. But I enjoy. It's just like an overpowered anime.
Okay. I'm probably gonna give it a miss just based on how stacked the other stuff is.
Yeah, I'll pick up from where I left off in season 2. I'll see how it goes, but it could be a fun time.
Okay, moving on. We have our first drama. After performing a song... Okay, so this is called Sasayaku yo ni koe wo utao. After performing a song at her school's opening ceremony, musician Yori Asanagi receives an apparent love confession from freshman Himari Kino. So it's a girls' love anime. But just as Yori decides she wants to return Himari's feelings, Himari reveals that she did not love her, but admires her. But you can't unring a bell once struck, and Yori is determined to make Himari fall for her, not just her music.
Ooh, girls love
Will
girls.
their hearts ever beat as one, or will their love fall out of tune? That's way
It sounds
too
very cute.
meh.
I'll check it out.
You're gonna check it out?
Yeah.
I struggle with romance shows in general, unless they're in like a really trashy isekai kind of way.
I think I'm going to check it out just to see how Japan handles same love stories, because they've been very hit and miss sometimes.
There was a popular one from a couple of years back. They've been
The ice skating one.
No.
Yuri on Ice.
But it's not as interesting of a hook for me to like care.
Studio?
It is from Cloud Hearts
Never heard of
and
them.
Yokohama Animation Lab. Don't know who they are. But are you
I'll
gonna
put
give
on
them,
a 3-episode watch
three
list.
episodes? Are we
yeah.
doing the Gigak kind of thing where it's like
I've always
skip
done 3 to 5.
3 episodes, definite watch, 1 episode kind of. Kieran? No interest.
No, not at all.
Not enough fighting.
Yeah. I like
Date
fighting.
Alive 5. Let's skip this.
No,
I don't
yeah,
want to talk
scared.
about
No,
this.
don't want to talk about it.
No, we never talk about Date Alive. Then we have Sentai Daishikaku. When the monster army invaded Earth 13 years ago, the Divine Dragon Rangers rose up.
The
Power
Rangers?
Rangers
Yo.
rose up
I'm
to
in.
stop them.
Yeah, I mean,
With the war raging on, these great heroes are mankind's last hope. Or are they? In truth, the invaders were subjugated within a year, forced to continue to crank out a monster a week for the Rangers to crush in front of their adoring fans.
Whoa.
But one monster has had enough. Something has to change. He'll rebel against the might of the Dragon Rangers and destroy them all from the
Nice.
inside. Dude, this
Now
sounds
that
awesome.
sounds awesome.
This sounds
I'm
so...
in.
This is just... Wait, this is the same shit as... Ragnar Crimson, where they had us in the first half. They're like, oh, standard, whatever. And then they do a little flippy flip at the end. Okay.
I-
You
I
would
like
know
it.
because
I
you
like
haven't
it.
watched
Sounds
it.
They had me at Dragons as well.
Yeah.
I was just like
word.
Yeah,
another
it's-
Power Ranger. Because actually, was it last year or the year before? There was a nice like rom-com Power Rangers one. So I'm happy that they're doing more Power Ranger type stuff.
Oh my gosh, you just want everything to be Power Rangers.
Yes, the world would be so much better if it was.
That's
But no, this is a dope. This is a nice
But
little
the-
twist.
I like the synopsis. The fact that it's essentially the kaiju in the show are propaganda.
Yeah.
And now it's a little... I like that twist. It's a very good twist. I'm in. I might give this one
Because
like
first
3
he has to
episodes.
break them
That
down,
sounds like
then he has to
something I
get
would
the world to see the truth, get them onto the monster side. I think it's gonna be a fun time. How many episodes does it say?
I imagine 12. It does not say.
Why do you not use Weekly Chart or My Anime?
And the chart is so big. And my anime is the worst of the ones to be able to watch.
Weekly Chart?
Okay, but I'll go to my anime list for your benefit.
It's fantastic.
No, not anime. I hate My Anime list.
Yeah, dude. Then why do you want me to go there?
I just hate you.
You are the worst, and I wish you nothing but the worst. And
Go
that is
back-
not the last time I'm going to say that.
Go back
We don't know
to-
how many episodes. So now the next one from Cloverworks, which is already good news. Windbreaker.
Ooh, is it sports?
Where it's action comedy, where the average scores are the lowest, but the fights are the strongest. Furin High School is renowned as a super school of delinquents. Haruka Sakura, a first-year student, came from outside the city to fight to the top. This kind of just sounds like God of High School. However, Furin High School has become a group that protects the town called the Chime of the Windbreaker.
Tokyo Revengers?
Bofurin. The heroic legend of high school delinquent Sakura begins here. So it's like a juvenile detention center essentially. And they're forced to help defend the city.
I don't think it doesn't seem like they fall. It seems like they just do it.
Yeah, I don't know. It seems
doesn't- yeah,
interesting.
The description doesn't suck me in, but Clover works, so I'll give it a.
At
I'll
the
give
very
it a try.
least, it'll be pretty.
Yeah.
So that's cool. Anything from your side,
Doesn't
Kieran?
have enough like dragons or
It's not fantasy enough for
fantasy
me.
stuff in it.
Okay, let's start blitzing through here. Let's see if there's anything. Oh, sorry. I'm scrolling and I'm seeing things that worry me. Next, we have Hananoi-kun no ko no Yamai. So this is drama romance. Hotaru Hinase is a first year in high school that has a great family and wonderful friends, but not much luck when it comes to romance. One day, she happens to see the hot boy from the class next door, Hananoi, get dumped. Seeing Hananoi standing in the middle of the park all alone, Hotaru decides to hand him an umbrella. The little act causes Hananoi to ask her out soon after. Dude, man, switches so quick. What does love even mean? What does it mean to be in love? Hotaru is flustered at suddenly being asked out by Hananoi, who has an endless amount of love for the person he loves and wants to do everything he can for them. This is a story about first love between a girl who doesn't understand romantic love and a boy that may be a bit too heavy-handed when it comes to love.
No,
really
no,
not
very
bad.
mid. Do you know what was good, romance-wise? It was the harem from the like 2 seasons ago.
Which you're gonna have to.
It was
which
like
harem?
Kotaro-kun and his 100 girlfriends, and his
that was-
many girlfriends.
Yeah, 2 seasons ago.
Mhm.
Yeah.
The basic premise of this show is that this one kid, he gets rejected 100 times,
Okay.
and that's when he finishes middle school, and then that night he prays to God or something. So then he actually has a
101.
meeting with God, and God's like, "Hey, my guy, I'm so sorry. I actually made a mistake on your like certificate when you were born, and the thing is, I gave you 100 soulmates by mistake. So now,
shit.
from this point forward, you are going to start meeting these 100 soulmates."
Fuck
And
it. So it's a dating
instead of
show.
it kind of here's the twist though.
It's The Bachelor.
If he does not date his soulmate, that soulmate will die. So the premise of the show is him falling in love with
And then
and,
they
dating 100 women. And at the end of season
and
1,
what
we're
if
at
he
like
breaks
10
up
or
with them?
something.
Do they die?
Apparently, but he doesn't. This guy has the most amount of love to give in the world. He loves every single one of the women that he's dating equally. It's crazy.
That's why it's harem. Right?
It's a harem, yeah.
Oh my
so
gosh, this.
it's
I didn't even know this
really
was a genre.
wholesome.
I didn't
It's
even know
dumb,
this
but
existed.
so wholesome. This kid is so lovely. Oh my goodness.
All right. What's next? We're
okay,
giving
so-
that one. We're giving that previous one a skip.
Yeah, probably. Hibike, euphonium 3, don't care.
I do
You're
really
not
want
gonna
to check
get
it.
there, Hushav.
I've
You're
got-
not
I
gonna get
want
there.
to. I'm going to. I
It
swear
doesn't
to
matter.
God.
Stop telling
One
yourself
day
this.
I'm going to do it. I'm going to watch it.
You're never
I
gonna watch
really
Hibike.
want to watch it.
You're straight up not gonna do it. Make peace with it. It's
No, that's what
okay.
I-
Tell the people what it's
I
about.
say the same thing, and I'm still on like.
Just tell the people what Hibike Euphonium is about.
Hibike Universe. It's a music show anime, but it's high school. It's got like drama. It's a lot of different things, but it's never sucked me in. Like it's friendship and music and performance and
It
drama.
is sports anime, except it's a wind band.
Cool. Like,
The
they all
the
play
main
wind
character plays a
instruments.
tuba or something.
That's
It is.
badass.
It's supposed to be. It is really beautiful. I've seen clips. I've heard the music. Music is excellent. I'm gonna do it. I swear to God, I'm gonna watch it.
Okay, so
I
Hushav
don't
is
think
skipping.
I'm gonna watch it. I think I'll give it a skip.
Okay, let's continue to an action comedy called Yozakura-san Chino Daisuke-sen? Essentially like love, I don't know. Taiyo Asano, sorry, is a super shy high school student, and the only person he can talk to is his childhood friend, Mutsumi Yozakura. It turns out that Mutsumi is the daughter of the ultimate spy family. Anya? Okay. Even worse, Mutsumi is being harassed by her overprotective nightmare of a brother, Kyoichiro. What drastic steps will Taiyu have to take to save Mutsumi? A spy family comedy, the mission begins. I'm skipping. I'm telling you right now.
Spy Family.
I'm
Studio?
Silver Link. I've
Oh
never.
yeah, I'll check it out.
For real? Are
Yeah.
they good?
Yeah.
What else have they done?
A lot of stuff.
Wow.
Nothing comes to mind, but
Okay,
I
hold
promise
on.
you. No, just click on my anime list and just go from there, man.
Silver Link anime.
I think they do a lot of slice of life also.
Really?
If I remember.
Oh shit. Let me just look. Baka and Test from way back when. That's a throwback. Kokoro Connect, cool. I really enjoyed that show. They also Strike the Blood, sure.
Strike the Blood, great.
Fate,
Great vampire show. You'd like Strike
okay.
the Blood.
Okay.
They've done a bit of the Fate
What
stuff.
is it like Helsing?
No.
Okay. Different.
Very different.
What major stuff have they done recently? Death March to the Parallel World Rhapsody, cool. I'm trying to... Next Life as a Villainess, All Roads Lead to Doom. The Misfit of Demon King Academy, awesome. What have they done? Of this past season, they did Hokkaido Gals Are Super Adorable. Sure. Ragnar Crimson. Okay, there we go.
Hey,
there we go.
that's your
Now
one.
we know why you're gonna watch this
Ragnar.
show. Okay, they did Ragnar Crimson.
It does seem interesting. Like again,
Oh,
I'll
shit.
check it out.
They did Masamune Kun's Revenge. Okay, cool.
They've done a lot of stuff.
They
You can see
have
from
done
scrolling.
a bunch of stuff.
But I will check it out. Another 3 episode one.
Okay.
We'll see where it goes from there.
Then next, another Tensei Shitara Dai Na. Okay, I don't care. From Tsumugi Akita Anime Lab. Don't know. Fantasy Adventure. Kieran, listen
Okay,
up.
I'm up.
The qualities valued most in the study of magic are bloodline, aptitude, and effort. There was one sorcerer who, despite his deep love for magic, was born a commoner and thus lacked the bloodline and aptitude for it. As he died an unnatural death, he wished he had studied magic more while he had the chance. Then he was reincarnated as Lloyd, the 7th prince of the kingdom of Salome, and one blessed with a strong magical bloodline. Reborn with all his memories intact, along with the perfect bloodline. I'm not enjoying.
A lot of
I'm not
bloodline.
enjoying this mention of bloodlines and immense talent. He was determined to enjoy his new life, using his extraordinary magical abilities to master the study of magic that was beyond his reach in his previous life. I'm skipping it.
So what? He wasn't good enough at magic in his previous.
No, he knew a lot about magic, but because he didn't have a strong bloodline, he couldn't perform
Dude,
magic.
do it as
that
well.
sounds
That's-
so dodgy. This bloodline stuff is very eugenics.
And then he gets
studio?
reincarnated, and now he's good at magic.
The studio's Tsumugi Akita Anime Lab. I don't know what else, but this sounds like very generic.
I don't think it's.
It's probably going to be a 6 out of 10, maybe a 5.5.
Yeah, it's not something I'm going to be checking out.
And the main character is a child, so and like the most generic looking of children. It seems like something to fill the space.
Nah, I'm good.
Okay, let's see if there's anything here that's... Dude, there's so many shows. Can we just talk for a moment about how many shows are coming out nowadays? Like, I've been scrolling for the past 10 seconds.
I remember I started watching anime like fully back in 2012, 2013, and back then every season used to have
20 shows. 20, maybe less.
It was like 12 to 15 shows. It
And
used to be like
now?
Now we're like, I think we've doubled that now. We're like up to 30. Everybody.
What are you talking about? Dude, we can count. That's
Alright,
3
three.
per row.
So
And it's
yeah,
1, 2, 3,
2, 3.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 18 times 3 is 54. Plus 2, that's
more.
56 shows. That's new shows just this season. Okay,
No,
well,
no,
not
no,
new shows. They
yeah.
are sequels, right? But shows airing this coming season that are starting airing now for the next 12 to 13 weeks, plus leftovers from the past couple of seasons, not to mention TV shorts.
That's like endless
Okay.
amounts.
Plus,
Dude,
we've got
of
2 big
watching.
anime movies this for this
Dude,
season.
It's such a big market. It is actually insane.
It's
Do you think there's
grown-
someone who's like fully caught up on everything?
No.
No
There's
way.
no
Impossible.
way. There's 54,
Once upon a time-
20 minutes each, right? What does that equate to? That's 1,080 minutes per week.
That's wild. That there's
How many hours
there's
is that?
so
Divide that
much.
by 60?
I mean, if you're
Like-
watching every day and you have no life, you could keep up with the season.
What is that? It's like
Because how many?
18 hours. It's a part-time job to just watch every show.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
But like what you said before, like back in 2012, 2013, all the anime YouTubers were like back then they were able to watch every single show and be able to like give a full succinct
Synopsis.
at the end of the season, and we would be able to know what was good, what's not good.
Do you know?
And I've watched like throughout the years. I've watched like throughout the years with like Gigak, Anime Man,
Yeah.
how they've had to really curve the amount of stuff they'd cover in like their what's coming up and what I watch. Like they can't keep up anymore.
Yeah. Mother's
So you-
Basement
Mother's
does like a
Basement.
top 10 and a couple honorable mentions, but
Back in the day, they didn't need to do that.
Giguk, he does streams. He live streams sometimes, right? Because I think he has 2 YouTube channels. He has Giguk and then he has Gaunt. And Gaunt is like where he uploads more general stuff and his big video essay type things on Giguk channel. But on his Gaunt channel, he uploads cut down versions of his live streams. And when he live streams him reacting to the upcoming season of anime, the streams go on for like 8 hours.
Dude,
It's insane.
is it like him sitting in his chair?
Him sitting in his chair, watching, reading the synopsis of a show.
Okay.
He's going through it like we would.
Yeah.
But
On
much more in-depth.
On Anichart, he goes in depth, looks at the studios like for every show. He watches the trailers for the show as well, and the streams are so long.
8 hours is
It's
a long
hectic.
time to talk as well.
Yeah.
Jesus.
I mean, not for Hassan, dude. That guy is online
that guy,
perpetually,
yeah.
especially during the election cycle. But there's so many shows, and I don't know if we're gonna get through all of them.
Okay,
but
just start scrolling, see what pops up
What
for
ones
you.
are
Okay.
you most excited for?
literally the sequels.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's a new
outside
show.
of it, Kaijuu. Kaijuu 8.
So there's intense scratching at the
Yeah.
door. It's just
Which is
monsters
nothing to
trying to
worry
get in.
about. It's-
Nothing. It's okay. We're fine. We're not being held against our will.
It's the children Bjorn has locked in his basement.
Okay. Well, so my problem with scrolling through Anichart, right, is that my brain is so hardwired to find the trashiest shit because that's what I'm so addicted to. So just as we scroll down once, I see level 2 Kara cheat data whatever, and I guarantee it's going to be trash, but it's like adventure fantasy. The main 2 characters, we have like a generic looking dude and then a cat girl in like a revealing outfit.
Nice. Sounds decent.
I'm trying to. I don't know. Hushav, can you quickly look up if there's any shows that are actually like hyped
I'm
for?
looking also what's popping off.
Did we talk about Jujutsu Kaisen or was that last season?
JJK is non.
Is not this upcoming season.
okay.
I think it might actually be next season. You want to look ahead to the next season?
Re-Monster from Studio Dean. So this is also part of the Re-series, like Recreators and ReZero and stuff.
I got Recreators. I need to finish it up because at the end of this month, it's leaving Amazon.
Oh, okay.
So I need to finish it up quickly.
So here we have Re-Monster. After meeting an untimely death, Tomokoi Kanata is reincarnated as a lowly goblin. But he's worked up a monstrous appetite. Thanks to his new ability that allows him to grow stronger the more he feeds, his feeble status quickly changes and he rises to become the goblin leader.
Nice.
With a mix of his past memories, new body, and strong stomach, he's taking a bite out of his new fantastical world. The thing is, with the re-shows, they tend to be like of a decent quality. Some of them are better, some of them are worse. Some people love them, some people hate them. But in general, they're gonna have like decent-ish quality to them. So I think I'll give this a couple episodes for sure.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds cool. It sounds interesting.
Okay, then
Like
we
a
have
goblin that becomes stronger when he feeds.
It's not the most original of ideas, but hopefully they do it well and it's fun to watch.
okay, I got one for you.
Mm-hmm.
Mao no oregare dore alfo yome ni shitanda ga damatararili.
What the?
What is that?
What was
Zargan
that?
might be the most feared evil sorcerer, but when it comes to social interactions, he's the most inept. All those days studying the dark arts won't help him when he falls in love at first sight with Nephilia, the beautiful elven slave, and spends his entire fortune to purchase her. With no clue how to talk to each other, the awkward arrangement for a bumbling sorcerer and timid elf begins.
Dude,
Jeepers.
what? Who's making it?
It is Brian's Base.
Brian's Base.
Which have actually done a lot of cool things. Well, you know this one, Fumetsu no Anata.
That's Fumetsu no Anata. It's it's the kid with the white hair. To your eternity or something.
Yeah, to Eternity.
Yeah, there we go. Japanese coming in clutch.
They also did my teenage love, like Hachiman. Snafu.
Yeah. My teenage comedy Love Snafu. Which is actually a very
great.
good show.
Yeah.
I think there was a massive time
after season 2 came out,
Yeah.
it was I think a near decade before season 3 came out.
And
But they
then-
delivered on season 3, which
really,
was great.
I never,
Yeah.
because my whole thing was I had to go back and watch season 1 and 2 to warrant any kind of input.
They also did Durarara.
Durarara. Durarara. So, actually, Kieran, you might enjoy Durarara.
What's
Let
it
me
about?
quickly look up the synopsis.
And they were the original people that did Spice Wolf.
Okay.
They did Bakano.
Really?
Yeah.
I never watched Bakano.
Oh, it's great. It's
Um,
Oh, and they did Classroom of the Elite. I mean, not Classroom of the Elite. Assassination Classroom.
Okay, wait. Of this upcoming season, we have Girls Band Cry. The main character drops out of high school in her second year and aims at entering a university while working alone in Tokyo. A girl is betrayed by her friends and doesn't know what to do. Another girl is abandoned by her parents and tries to survive in the city by doing part-time jobs. This world lets us down all the time. Nothing goes as planned, but we want something that we can continue to like. We believe there's a place where we belong. That's why we sing. So it's a music anime of all these like misunderstood, like kind of random out there girls that form together to make a like looks like a grungy band. Very, very cool stuff.
Bjorn, I think I found your isekai trash for...
What is my isekai trash for this upcoming season?
The New Gate. The New Gate, an online game transformed into a life and death struggle for its players. Thanks to the valiant efforts of Shin, the most powerful of them all, an end to the game and freedom for everyone seemed within reach. But just moments after Shin defeats the game's final boss, he finds himself bathed in an unknown light and transported some 500 years into the future of the in-game world. Thrown from a simple game gone wrong into a strange new land, one young swordsman of unrivaled strength is about to embark on a legendary journey.
Okay.
Never heard of the studio that's done it.
What's the studio's name?
Yokohama Anime... Actually, we've said Yokohama Animation Lab a couple of times now, haven't
We've
we?
said Anime Lab and Animation Lab a couple, but there's definitely something else they got. I will say, if we just look at the other shows this season, right? I'm not even looking at their names. I'm looking at studios now. There is another one from Mappa coming this season called Bokyaku Battery. It's a sport anime.
Oh, we
Okay.
haven't had a good sports anime in
And
such a long time.
Battery, I'm assuming baseball.
Baseball,
So,
yeah.
Iron-armed pitcher Haruka Kiyomine and the shrewd catcher Kei Kaname, aka the skilled general, were considered to be an unrivaled monstrous battery duo in the middle school baseball world. They were both scouted by various powerhouse high schools across the nation, but somehow they both ended up at Tokyo Municipal Kotesashi High School, which wasn't known for baseball at all. On top of that, other star players who had lost to that duo in the past and completely strayed from baseball coincidentally also enrolled at that school. And their meeting sets everything into motion once again. Their high school baseball story starts now. Okay, that
I'll
sounds
check
cool.
it out.
I'm in. I love myself a bit of sports drama for sure.
Like, baseball's not my favorite sports. I've watched a couple of baseball animes and I've only really liked one of them.
What is your favorite sports anime of the past couple of years? Or like
Oh,
just
it's gotta
ever?
be Haikyuu.
Haikyuu's banging.
But if we're taking out Haikyuu, it's I can't remember the name of it, but it's
Kuroko no Basket,
no, not Kuroko. It was a
Yamamushi
football.
Pedal.
It was a football one that follows
Blue
a guy.
Lock.
Not Blue Lock. I love Blue Lock. It follows a guy who's got scouted and he was a striker, and he comes to like this elite academy who have like a proper team and you can go through the ranks, join the professional league. But then their manager is like, I don't see you as an attacker. You have to be a defender, and it's like he has to struggle with overcoming like not being the like main person who's going to be the person getting the goals. You are now in the back line, but he has incredible vision. And it's basically like Trent Alexander. He's like Trent because he plays left back, and he's incredible at getting the ball into the box, being able to see the field, the vision, and so he's adapting now to being a left back.
He doesn't defend as much.
Yeah, he doesn't know how to defend, so he has to learn how to defend, much like Trent started to do.
I get it. Like, I get the appeal. I don't want to watch a sports anime. I
For
don't know
real?
why.
Do you have any like no desire whatsoever?
No.
Did you watch Blue Lock?
I've seen clips. Like you
Okay.
guys have shown me.
Okay, but you haven't felt the need to
Yeah.
go in. Is it
Yeah, I get.
like
haven't
no
felt the
no
need. I haven't
no
felt the
shame here? Like I
You know me,
struggle
dude.
with
I'm
sports
a simple
anime as
man.
well.
I like medieval stuff. Maybe if it was like medieval football. No. But
So
yeah,
we
I
need to
don't
find you
really
a
get it.
sports anime, but it's set in like medieval times and is like fantasy.
Yeah.
Okay, so not footballs but fireballs,
Yeah,
not
just-
goals but like
exactly.
massive hoops in the sky.
Just give me some D&D and I'll be happy.
Okay.
Like honestly.
Look, I struggle with sports anime in general. I think every now and again I'll get into one. Like I did as
Blue Lock.
Blue Lock, dude. I genuinely Blue Lock is not a sports anime. It 100% is not.
It's not. It's a.
It's a shonen.
It's a shonen.
It's
yeah.
just a shonen. But Baby Steps. Do you remember the tennis
oh,
anime?
I love Baby Steps. That's great.
But it's very character driven. It's
Not
very
only-
much a drama.
And it's also like it follows realistically somebody's rise through like tennis in this case.
It's a teenager.
yeah.
Slowly but surely trying to get into like professional tennis for their age group, and it's a lovely show. Lots of like clearly a lot of research went into it. I put Baby Steps and Silver Spoon in like the same
sorry.
category.
The football anime I was talking about was Aoashi.
Actually never heard of it.
I think both us and I tried to get you to watch it.
Gonna have to bleep that one out. Thank you
it's
so
been
much.
a hot second since that happened.
There's just
I've just been bleeping out
This-
like swear words and stuff recently. No name drop, so that's quite nice. But okay, so Aoashi, look, I think over the years I
think
enjoyed
it-
Haikyuu.
I think you'd like Aoashi because it's also similar to Baby Steps, where you're watching somebody progress.
Okay. Because I enjoyed Haikyuu. I enjoyed what's it called? Run with the Wind. I enjoyed what?
Did you ever do Kuroko no Basket?
No, I imagine I'd enjoy it.
If you enjoy Blue Lock, you enjoy Kuroko no Basket.
Okay, very much more shonen than sports. Okay, cool. Look, there's a lot of shows this season. I'm seeing
we covered
so
the big
much
ones.
overwhelming stuff.
The ones that we're gonna,
There's a couple of leftovers from the past season as well. There's just, as we said earlier.
Black Butler is getting a new season also.
Really?
Yeah.
Sorry. Also, the Blue Lock movie is coming out this upcoming season.
We got the Blue Lock movie. We've got the Spy Family movie. We got Demon Slayer, which is not a movie, but it's going to be released in cinemas.
Okay, Gintama for those that give a shit.
Shut up. Gintama's great.
I've never ever watched Gintama.
Do you know what I really want to watch? Bucky. So many people
Bucky?
talk about Bucky.
The overly muscled
Yeah.
high schoolers.
Yeah.
Dude. Kieran, have you seen the
boxing
Bucky?
guy, right?
No, isn't that Hajime no Ippo?
Yeah, that's Hashira no Ippo.
So Bucky. Oh wait, is Bucky a boxing anime? I don't actually know.
Yeah, I think it's a wrestling anime or grappling anime.
Bucky the Grappler. Kieran, these guys are in high school. Can you, dude? I want you to. Can you just walk around here
Okay.
quickly?
What
Do you
if-
want me to blur you when you come on screen?
No, that's fine.
These dudes are in high school, my guy.
Let's see.
That's what they look like.
That's a 12-year-old.
Jeez, bro.
Who's a
don't
12
look
year
No,
old?
I'm kidding. He's not
they're-
12.
They don't look like they like.
They're
high
like
schoolers.
14, my dude. It's insane.
Dude, that's crazy.
So I guess getting into Bucky could be cool, but it's also, isn't it like on season 500 at this point?
No. 2 or 3 seasons of Bucky.
Okay. But yeah, so just to round out, what are the main shows? Konosuba season, it's like a sequel heavy season, so there's not much that I'm going to be like super invested in.
But then, also as the as we go through the season, things like will rise to the top and we'll check them out.
Yeah, for sure. But for now, definitely got my eyes on Konosuba, Demon Slayer, Mushoku Tensei, My Hero, Reincarnation of a Slime, Yuru Camp, Irregular and Magical High School, and then the only new one that I'm actually like keen for is what we talked about earlier, the Kaijuu one.
Kaijuu 8.
Yeah.
I think it would be, for me, Kaijuu 8 and the Reverse Power Ranger one that we were talking about.
Sentai Daishikaku.
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, thank you for reminding me. The rest all kind of seem generic. There might be some that come
Yeah,
through.
like you always get your surprises because like
Yeah.
even like in this last season there were kind of 2 surprises that came out that I didn't expect to like. So
Yeah.
you never know.
And maybe the Remonster, but
Do you know if you have to watch Recreator or is it just like
No, pretty much all the Re shows are like independent of each other, barring ReZero. ReZero had multiple seasons, but it was also called ReZero.
Yeah.
Every Re show is separate. I don't actually know enough about the world and the lore to say conclusively whether they or not they somehow are related to each other or have recurring characters. But I know you can go, for instance, Recreators, which people actually really enjoyed. You can go in blind and not need to know anything about anything else.
Cool.
Kieran, is there anything we talked about today that actually has you interested whatsoever?
I like obviously Demon Slayer, and I've got to catch up on My Hero, but the Goblin one is still sticking in my mind. Where
The
he gets,
re-monsters, where he eats other monsters
others
to
and gets
become
stronger.
more powerful. Yeah.
And Ragnar Crimson was mentioned.
So many.
Please go watch it.
What was the
up.
name
So
of the
good.
vampire one you suggested?
Oh, I think Strike the Blood. You like that?
Okay. So there's like a few things that have been mentioned today that I might check out, but as you know,
Yeah.
I'm not an anime watcher in the sense of like
Boruto and Naruto, and that's kind of where it ends.
Yeah, very chilled on it. Which they're a long series.
Okay.
Naruto's great.
Is
as
it
well.
weird to like, for instance, there are people that I'm pretty sure watch exclusively One Piece, right? They don't watch anything. They don't consume anything anime-wise outside of One Piece.
Yeah.
But it's also so all-consuming. So should we shame people who only consume?
No. If you watch any type of anime, even if it's just one, you're an anime fan. I'm not going to discriminate against you.
I love
But I want to
Naruto,
girl
you
boss,
know that.
gatekeep, and gaslight.
This was the issue in like early days for anime, where like if you didn't watch a certain set of anime, you weren't considered an anime fan.
Okay, like if you didn't watch the big three or whatever.
No, not even like that. It would be like if you didn't watch like Death Note or Alpha Light. Like there was a lot of pretentious.
Alpha Lead has lots of naked ladies.
Then I should see it.
But they're like, aren't they cyborgs or they're some sort of weird...
I think they were aliens or monsters.
They had those invisible arms and they murdered people a ton.
Wow.
Yeah, no, it's actually
That
very
does sound
hectic.
really
I think the last time I watched that, I was
if
like
you told
12.
people like you were an anime fan, you're like, what did you watch? I was like, I watched Dragon Ball Z and
Dragon
Bleach.
Ball
They'll be
Z.
like, you're not an anime fan.
Okay. The gatekeeping was real intense.
It was, and the community was so much smaller back then.
It's very much more popular now. Like, who's that guy? T-Pain, right? Whether you love him or hate him, T-Pain spoke about the fact that he was always... Like, he collected anime memorabilia way back. Because he was massive in the, 2000s, right?
Yeah, early 2000s.
He always had his memorabilia, but he had to pretend to be this, I fuck bitches, I do all this kind of stuff.
But he was,
typical
he was watching
cool guy.
Naruto at home.
But he was watching Naruto.
100%.
He was watching One Piece. He was collecting memorabilia. He was a nerd through and through. He was playing video games, but he couldn't talk about it publicly. And then nowadays, you have people rapping, you have people singing, you have people talking about it openly, you have people making movies.
Yeah.
It's in the
And he's-
zeitgeist.
Zeitgeist.
Zeitgeist, yeah.
One thing.
No,
that-
it's not.
It's a potato thing.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Hushav?
Shut up.
Hushav.
German, dude.
Shut up.
Even in English, it's not like thief. Like
English is not my first language.
it is. You don't know Tamil. You don't speak that language.
Afrikaans me is taal.
Hushav. I hate you with a passion. The more times we do this podcast, the more I realize Kieran and I are actual friends, and you're just here. You're just the worst.
I'm just low-key.
Keep it off the pod, man.
Oh, not
In both senses.
in.
The Norse god and Loki.
Dude, my girlfriend, right? She sent me a voice note, and I can't remember what the context was, but essentially she was like, yeah, but I can 100% give Hushav shit about this, and I was like. It's crazy how every time someone comes into this friend group, right, they always say, oh, Hushav is so lovely. And my girlfriend was one of those people. She was like, Hushav is so nice. He's so lovely. I enjoy hanging out with him so much. And eventually they're just like, yeah, no, I want to strangle him. I don't know what it is that you do, Hushav, but you gaslight people into thinking you're a nice human being.
I generally am a nice human being.
But
really?
Hushav, anytime you send a message or there's a group chat, whatever it is, he actively
jokes.
just says the most annoying thing you could possibly say in any situation.
He's doing main character stuff.
He's
I
we
promote
all the side characters.
I
dude.
promote-
Actually,
I promote conversation in our WhatsApp
You
groups.
To be fair, that is true because I don't know about you, but I'm not known for my conversing on WhatsApp or conversing in general.
Sure.
So-
But when you do say stuff, when you do say
when
things,
I say stuff in the group, you know what I do? Sorry, this is off topic. I try and make it funny in my head, and then I send it, and then I wait, and no one responds to it in a funny way, and I go, "Ah!" This is why I never.
If you don't get that one laugh emoji.
I know. I need at least one.
Do you know actually on WhatsApp having those reactions has changed the game because
Yeah.
you used to if you sent something and people had a giggle but no one sent like a haha or whatever, you would feel like shit.
Yeah.
But now if someone sends something, I can just be like hot, done, dusted. There's some sort of reaction. Even if it ended a conversation, there's still some sort of reaction
No,
to
it's
it.
like an ending to it. You're right.
Yeah, it's quite lovely. I enjoy that. But anyways, very off topic. We've reacted to like maybe a third of the anime this upcoming season.
Definitely the good third.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's the top third of Annie Chart and My Anime List and stuff. So if there's anything that you are hyped for and you would like for us to watch that isn't just absolute garbage.
Yeah.
But
Find
even
me a
then,
good anime to watch.
Is that our goal? Over the course of the next 5 years, we want
Yeah.
to turn Kieran into an anime
Find
head.
me a Naruto. That's not one.
You just want you want us to find you Naruto that isn't Naruto.
Yeah.
Okay.
The thing is, like, stuff like Naruto doesn't really get made anymore because that was like that generation of shonen, and shonen has
It's
evolved.
Yeah.
Since
Is
then.
everything going seasonal? Do you rate? Because
Yeah.
My Hero has, like we said, been going for almost 10 years, but we are only on season 7 now because
One
it's
Piece
seasonal.
remake is seasonal. That's
Yeah.
going to be coming out.
Which is healthier because there are so many shows. It affords the long-standing shows like One Piece or Naruto, well, Boruto now, like Dragon Ball, whatever shows have been going for like 5,500 years. They had that model and they had to be weekly because there was not enough stuff to fill those gaps. But now, when there are what do we say, 54 shows airing this new season, not counting the leftovers from the previous season or anything else, there are so many shows to fill all time slots on TV that it doesn't make sense for a new shonen to be like, yeah, I'm going to be weekly, especially when it means your animators and your artists and your writers are just in the dump hole.
Yeah, I mean, like for a One Piece, usually when it comes to the end of an arc, they are bringing in all the freelancers to help out to get it to that quality to deliver. Because normally outside of your big battles, like the quality is not great for One Piece because it's on a weekly cycle where they're rushing to get everything done before the next episode comes out.
But yeah, so that kind of rounds out our conversation for today. You can find us on all the socials at Underleveled. That is UNDRLEVL. Oh, f*** me dead. You know how to spell it. It's probably on screen if you're watching, and it's probably in the title if you're listening on audio platforms. But my name is Bjorn.
I'm Kieran. Oh, shit.
Cut him
So
off.
sorry. You go.
You go.
I'm Kieran.
I'm Lisa Nalgib.
Ah, you got us again.
You keep
I thought you said
doing
Lisa
this.
and-
But yeah, thank you so much for
No,
listening.
joking.
We hope you enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Once again, if we've missed anything, if there's anything you're hyped for, if there's anything you think that we are dumb and silly and smell, even though you probably can't smell us, or our stench is so pungent that it even comes through
the screen.
digital form, please let us know on our socials, on comments. Give us ratings. Give us dislikes.
Don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button.
Yeah.
Anything else? What have we missed, Kieran? What do you think they should
Comments
do?
down below.
Comment. We said that. Anything else?
Good anime.
Good,
That's not Naruto.
good anime recommendations.
Yeah.
The more unhinged, the better.
Yeah.
I love trash, and that is all.
All right.
Okay.
I will watch Hibike Euphonium.
Thank you
Peace.
for listening.
Peace out.